Hi, I'm Bart Hanson, the owner and operator of CrushLivePoker.com. The following hand comes from our call-in show that we record at 4:45 p.m. Pacific Time every Monday. If you want to call in your hand, check out the phone number in the description.
I got a hand from 5-10 at Hustler last night.
Okay.
Yeah, so game's 5-10 on caps. Stacks are about, I think we're around 7-handed right now. Game's kind of dying down.
Yep.
Stacks are around 2K effective with the main villain.
Okay.
So, kind of like Nitty Reg opens under the gun to 35, and the villain is next to Act, who is also a pretty big nit, and even probably more of a nit in this game. 3 bets to 105, and then
Okay.
I am next to Act, and I have queens. And like normally, like against better players, I usually like 4-bet all my hands here, but I didn't want to 4-bet this guy who's so tight, so I just flat. It folds around to the original opener who calls.
So it's 3 ways in a 3-bet pot, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have red queens, which matters a little bit later.
Okay.
Yeah, so the flop comes ace 7-6 with 2 spades, and the ace is not a spade.
Ace 7-6.
Yeah, yeah.
Ace 7-6
Yeah, ace 7-6.
with 2 spades.
2 spades, ace is not a spade.
Okay.
So it checks. Both players check. Pre-flop raiser and 3-better, and I just had to check it back.
And you have queens with the queen of spades?
No, red queens.
Red queens? Okay. Okay, so you check, and it gets checked through.
Yeah.
Yep.
Turn is a brick. It's like a deuce or a 3 offsuit.
Okay.
Pre-flop raiser checks, and then the 3-better decides to bet 140, I believe, into like 315, something like that.
So original raiser checks, 3-better bet 140 into, so it's about a half pot size bet, right?
Yeah, around there.
Yeah.
So like, are you calling here, or you think maybe just fold with the player behind?
Yeah, I think this is a tough spot, really. I mean, you are getting 3-1, right? So turn pot odds would say you only need to be good here 1 out of 4 times. I think that the pre-flop original guy who is the original raiser, not the 3-better, I find like at this level, a lot of people will just come out and bet the turn with an ace. So it's just like one of these things. But you say that these guys are nitty, so how often is this guy going to bet out here with jacks? Like, I mean, sounds to me like you think that the 3-better in this hand, his like 3-betting range is going to be like jacks plus, if even jacks, and like ace king. You know what I mean? Is that true?
Yeah, like that's what I'd range him on, but obviously, like, you know me, I never like to rule out a few random, like, lighter stuff, but the problem is, like...
Yeah, but lighter stuff usually is like the ace-x stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably tend to fold here, but you are getting decent turn odds. And the reason why I said that the guy from up front, I just don't think the guy from up front has an ace, so... You know, the question is, are you good with the guy in the middle? But against a 3-betting range, like, I don't know. I feel like jacks are going to be checking here quite a bit. You know, if he used, like, smaller sizing, I could see folding, but it does look like the pot's about 450, about 140 to call, so are you good here 25% of the time? But again, you do have to overlay the fact that there is another guy in the pot, and even though I don't think he has an ace all that much, it's possible. So I would probably fold.
Yeah, I kind of agree. But I ended up calling.
Okay.
But in retrospect, I agree. And then the river's...
The other guy folds?
The other guy folds.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And the river's kind of interesting. So the river's the 10 of spades, and villain checks fairly quickly.
So it brings in...
It
brings in a spade.
Yeah. So what do you think about turning queens into a bluff here?
So it does to me sound like, again, well, you've got 2 queens in your hand. Doesn't seem like the same type of guy that would 3-bet ace queen all that much. Plus you block that. So That leaves ace king, and that leaves pocket jacks, and that leaves pocket kings. We don't think he's betting pocket jacks all that much on the turn. I don't even know if he's betting kings all that much on the turn. I mean, are you trying to get him to fold ace king?
I think it's not out of the question. Like if we, I think I'd have to bomb it, but I think it's not out of the question. I can get him to fold that, and if he has like some weaker aces mixed in, he could fold those. Obviously, I think kings is folding to almost any bet if he has that.
But I mean, from what I've heard, that your image at Hustler is pretty bluffy, though. So I mean, I think that, and maybe I'm wrong.
But it might be a little bit different in this game.
Oh, really? Just different lineup?
I mean, I haven't played with this guy a ton.
Yeah.
And like, I think people don't like putting in like a lot of money here. Like people, if I bet like 900, I don't know if this guy can call with ace king, but maybe he can. I don't know. People are also
if you're trying to fold, like here's the other thing though too. Could you choose two sizings here on the river that one tries to fold out kings, and then the other tries to fold out ace king? Or I don't even think you should try to fold out ace king, but the way that the hand's gone down here. The pot is what, like $600? If you bet like 350 on the river, how can he call with kings? I just see this as like it looks like
I think you could go even smaller than that to get kings off. To be honest, like that's kind of what I ended up checking back. That's what stopped me from bluffing because I couldn't decide like, do I want to like bomb it to get ace king to fold or like go small to get kings to fold? And it felt like it felt like kind of dumb to target just kings. And like I didn't love the idea of trying to get ace king to fold, so I ended up just checking back.
But I mean, the other thing though too is that like you called the turn because you probably thought that you were good, I guess 1 out of 4 times. So is it just inconsistent to check back here if you're calling the turn thinking and you're just going to get to a showdown, or you just thought that the river added some complexity because the front door spades came in? But remember, you called pre 3-bets, so it's like, how many suited hands do you have? Do you know what I'm saying?
I thought it was like, well, there's ace X of spades, which is kind of important, but which like I could have a few comes with that, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I just thought it was like kind of a good river. I mean, I think like I think we could get kings off of pretty much any river, but like this is a river where maybe we could get ace king to fold if we went big enough, but I don't know. It seems like.
So what ended up happening? You checked it back, and what did he have?
I checked it back, and he had kings, which was very annoying. But,
yeah. I think that the turn is just a fold, you know?
Yeah, I think so, too.
It's just interesting, though, too, like I said, with the consistency with the logic of calling, getting 3-1 on the turn, and now on the river, you know, we get a front door spade that comes in, but if we thought we needed to bluff, why are we calling the turn? Are we calling the turn to bluff some rivers? Are we just calling the turn to get to showdown? Does something just change because it's a third spade? It's all interesting questions. But anyways,
I love how I played the hand.
Thanks for the call, Pete. Hey guys, if you like what you've seen here, please click on the subscribe button and you'll get notified every time we put up a new video. And if you want to check out crushlivepoker.com for the first month free, use the code YTA100. Click on the link right there.